Oh, hello, is this thing on? Testing. All right, it's on sexy, honey. Anyway, this is the music judge and jury, aka Queen Millennial, and of course, we're here to talk about the reason why there's a slot that sits open and currently in the 2020s for an artist like KESHA to roar right back in. Okay? But before we get into the meat and potatoes, as always, a word because I have a lot to say. I want you to say it with me. Even if you signed a contract where somebody owns your likeness, your voice, and you've been turned into nothing but a product, say it with me. I belong to me. That's powerful. Let's repeat that, please. I belong to me. And you're going to start to let those wheels turn and you become a rebel. And this is when you start to know who you are and what your worth is eventually. I belong to me. And you realize that life, for the most part, is nothing but a fight. I belong to me. And that's what's on my mind. This is, it's that girl or it's not that girl. Now I'm Peyton 3.0, aka Work Lena, the workhorse. On this show, we talk about popular music and popular artists from today, yesterday, and beyond. And of course, we're talking about our girl, KESHA. And while the lane right now, 2025, is wide open for an artist like her and her incredible evolution, okay, and what she's been able to make it through. So I want you to get comfortable. I want you to relax, grab that popcorn, grab them chips, that snack, I don't know, the cake, the drink, okay, the candy, Twizzlers. I don't know what you do to get comfortable. The backwoods, the Alizé, because this is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Here we go.
One life, they wanna be around, no matter how you are getting down. There's really nothing that you can do. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Cause when it's all over, said and done, there's only one, yeah, there's only one. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Even when you get down, yes, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. One life, they wanna be around.
Hello, I want you to get back in here because this is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Now, I'm Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer. Although those are great platforms and tools to build that brand, that business, that name, but most importantly, the community. And hopefully you, yes, you, will join this community today by hitting that like button and sharing people that you know that like artists, commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to truly become a part of this community today, you have to go ahead and subscribe, comment, and notification bell. Now, we're going to roll right on into this thing, okay? Now, you may be wondering to yourself, how can there still be a lane for somebody like KESHA to come right on in? Well, number one, we're in this era where recession pop, right, has made its way right back in with all the things that we are dealing with, particularly Generation Z and Millennial. Okay? You can even throw Generation A in there as well. But, Alpha. But, when you look at the scene, there's nobody quite like a KESHA in it. Okay? At all. When you look at the scene of mainstream pop artists who are well known by the GP, there's nobody quite like a KESHA in the lane. KESHA is Miss Siebert. She's one of a kind, if you pay enough attention. And I'm not talking also about the painfulness that KESHA, that particular side of herself, where she had to write those records on Rainbow and Gag Order and, you know, on what's the old High Road. We're talking about the KESHA that is coming back to full form right now as we speak, with the onset of her next album coming out called Period. She just dropped her EP, Boy Crazy. She is sounding like that KESHA we knew, but just like Lady Gaga, refined, grown, and progressively forward. Okay? And her brand of party girl, I don't give a F, is very, very needed at this time. But of course, this is the side of her where it's coming from not somebody who's in their young, naive 20s. This is coming from somebody who's grown, right? Grown millennial in her 30s, right? And so it's coming from a perspective of a full-fledged woman who has been through the gamut of things, particularly because she chose to be in an industry which likes to rip, well, everybody apart, but particularly women, basically get torn to shreds. Okay, and you never notice it until the story comes out, or if it ever comes out, or they tell their story. Okay, but the lane is wide open because there still is nobody, as of this recording, like KESHA. And people, even Generation Z, is already embracing her and foaming at the mouth for this album to come out, right? She finally won this case. She's able to go ahead and own her own voice, whatever. She started her own record label, KESHA Records, right? And now she's able to, because she dropped the first single, maybe almost 2 years ago by now. But the reason why she hasn't been able to complete the era yet or get the album out is because of all these legalities. So she was basically fighting amongst all that while she's making her music, while she's saying, I'm still here. I got this new era. I got this new experimental sounds I'm playing with, and people love Joyride, right? Gen Z love Joyride. Millennials rejoice with Joyride, and you know, it's sounding for me because she was fighting. And so, you know, then she eventually puts out another single, Things Get Quiet Again, and then she just originally put out another single, you know, whatnot. And so now she dropped the EP because the album's coming out on July 4th. Well, allegedly, because you know things get pushed back and for whatever reason with Period. So she hasn't given up on this. She's followed through. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. And that's the reason why she really is still around today, of all things in this industry. And she's been fighting to do it her way. She's been fighting to right the wrongs. She's been fighting to get over what has been done to her by the men, you know, in this industry. So, and she's doing it. Now she has KESHA Records, and she's kept her eyes on the prize through all the turmoil. And so KESHA the lane is still very open because nobody's really feeling her lane, right? Nobody's really feeling that particular kind of essence of a party girl that she's given. And with the experimental sounds just on the EP alone, we put it all together. This is the best party version of KESHA, and I don't give a F, let my hair down, that we've ever gotten, from her, right? But she couldn't have even gotten to this point to get back to the more refined dollar sign KESHA without the growing and the pain, whatever that she had to go through, before, right? And so now she's at this place where it's like, I'm free. It's my record label. I want to put out what I want. I want to control the image. I want to control what it is that the brand is, and not you, right? Not you, record label. Not you, Dr. Puke, right? And many artists do not get to this point, right? Many are defeated in the first round. Ding! Because they're not really fighters. They're just artists. They don't have backbone. They don't have backbone. They don't have balls. They're just artists or singers. And so to really be in this business, signing to these labels, number one, you really want to know your stuff, but they don't want you to know, especially when you're young. That's how they like to get you. And number two, you have to be a fighter. You have to figure out to yourself, is this really worth going through all this just to do what I'm trying to do? Or some people just find other ways to do it, right? They go pay the little gigs in their local scene and they tour, and there's other ways to do this. You don't have to do it with the record label, There's other ways you can do it, if you can figure that out and it actually works for you and doesn't break the bank, right? There are some people who have been able to do it, but not everybody will be able to do it, and that's evident today. But she decided this was worth it to fight just like JoJo, and they come up, JoJo LaVest, not JoJo Siwa. LaVest as in Miss Get Out right now. It's the end of you and me. Anyway. And they come out on the other side. But KESHA started her own record company. And now we are anticipating that full project. Okay? So this is the reason why the lane is wide open for an artist like KESHA to come back in and reheat those nachos, okay, and snatch our wigs completely off. We have to go ahead and call our lawyers, okay, because I don't know about you and your wig. You probably got a cheap wig on, honey, but me, this wig is expensive, okay. But anyway, this is the Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer, aka Worklina, the workhorse, aka Queen Millennial, the Audacity Queen, and the Technology Queen. If you got your entire life today, please hit that like button and share with your friends, well, not your friends, but people that you know that like artist commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to become a part of this community for real, you gotta go ahead and subscribe, comment, and of course, notification bell. Now, you've been here to the very end. Give yourself a hand clap. All right. We connected on some kind of level. Welcome in. This is the bonus segment, and aka the shameless self-promotion. Now, I said I was an artist, entertainer, right? Musician. Well, I'm about to rock your world right now. Listen. KESHA's not the only one that's boy crazy. You ready? Damn, it's hot in here. Men so fine that I'm shedding tears. You about 2 to 4 good minutes. What's it take for me to get with it? Like a 9 to 5, I'm work your body out all night. Find that dancing on that pole, slide up and down to make my thing swole. 5 to 6 good men, just enough on me, feel the rear ends. Boy, you better shake it, ground my body, I couldn't take it. Y'all about to make me lose my mind. I'ma sit back and watch it unwind. I still getting all dang facetious, to my body off all the pieces. And now, the song.
I know you're out there looking for a stress reliever.
You're looking for a stress reliever out there.
Drugs, the alcohol,
Here we
the
go.
food. But let me tell you what you need to do. Here we go. Blood pressure, you worked all day like the messenger. Work so hard that the bills are high. All you do is cry me a freaking try. Punch that clock every freaking day. Still on your money, you got to pay. Fuck that shit, man, you need relief. But you got is grief for the fucking cheap. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munch your plate for your freaking lid. Stress too much, always in no rush. You need even brush, you're feeling flush. What is it that you're gonna do? Gonna have some for relieving you. Time to get out with the music plays every freaking day. All I gotta say is jump, turn that music loud. I wanna see no hands in the crowd. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Lose your mind to the beat. Shake it up, keep moving no feet. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Get the stress.
And that is all I will be giving you, okay? If you want to hear that song in its entirety, then comment in the comment section. You ready? Let me hear that song. And I most certainly will, absolutely for free. No, I don't want your number. No, I don't wanna give you mine. And no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere. No, I don't want none of your time. Well, no, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love for me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't need no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't take no love for me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at
One life, they wanna be around. No matter how you are getting down, there's really nothing that you can do. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Cause when it's all over said and done, there's only one, yeah, there's only one. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Even when you get down, yes, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. One life, they wanna be around.